make it a little bit tougher, but it's an opportunity for other guys.
Hi, what's the status of Bumrah? Is he fit for all the 5?
What's the status of Bumrah? Is he available for all the 5 games, or what's the workload transfer going forward?
I don't think he'll be available for all 5 tests. As far as, again, the physios and the doctors have told us, whether it's 4 or 3, I think we'll see how the series goes and how his body can take the workload. Needless to say, how important he is. So even if he's fit for whether it's 3 or 4 tests, I think he's going to win us a few test matches. Yeah. So we're just glad that he's fit, and that little setback that he had in Australia wasn't too bad, and he's back playing. We've seen, I know it's T20 cricket at the moment, but we've seen what he's doing in the IPL. So we're just happy that he's part of the squad.
Thanks for elaborating on the Korea and Europe bit and putting an end to all the physical injuries. I was very with regard to the Tarun and the squad. How challenging was it to actually overlook someone like Farah, prefer Tarun over someone like Sarkar, who was around but didn't get an opportunity in Australia? What sort of a signal does it send to the larger pool of players in the pipeline?
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just have to make those decisions. I mean, Sarfaraz did play the 3 test matches in India. I know he got 100 in the first test, didn't get runs, missed out in Australia. Sometimes those are decisions which the team management takes. Whether it's fair on somebody or unfair on someone, those are the choices that you make in the best interest of the team. And at the moment we felt, Karun obviously he's put heaps of runs over the last couple of seasons. He's played a little bit of test cricket early in his career. Has played a bit of county cricket. We feel that he's batting well enough. Also with now Virat not there.
तो बड़ी और अहम खबर यह है कि तो देखिए, टीम में वॉशिंगटन सुंदर, बुमराह और सिराज शामिल हैं। बता दें आपको, बड़ी खबर बता रहे हैं, आकाशदीप, नीतीश कुमार रेड्डी को जगह मिल चुकी है। और आपको हम बताएं, जसप्रीत बुमराह की भी हम अगर आपको रिकॉर्ड दिखाएं आईपीएल की, तो आप देखेंगे कि उनका रिकॉर्ड कैसा रहा है अभी तक का। इस वक्त की बड़ी खबर देखिए, आकाशदीप, नीतीश कुमार रेड्डी को जगह मिल चुकी है। टीम में वॉशिंगटन सुंदर, बुमराह, सिराज शामिल हो चुके हैं। तो आकाशदीप, नीतीश कुमार रेड्डी को जगह। जसप्रीत बुमराह की आईपीएल में हम आपको रिकॉर्ड दिखा रहे हैं। मैच 142 इन्होंने खेला, विकेट्स 181 दिए हैं, बेस्ट इनका 5/10 रहा है। और आकाशदीप, नीतीश कुमार को जगह। टीम में वॉशिंगटन सुंदर, बुमराह और सिराज शामिल हैं। आकाशदीप, नीतीश कुमार रेड्डी को अब जगह जो है मिल चुकी है। तो एनडीटीवी ने सबसे पहले इसे ब्रेक किया है और हम आप तक ये खबर पहुंचा रहे हैं। शुभमन गिल जो हैं, टेस्ट के नए कप्तान बनाए गए हैं। शुभमन गिल टेस्ट के नए कप्तान। एनडीटीवी ने सबसे पहले ये खबर को आपको दिखाया है, ब्रेक किया है। और शुभमन गिल टेस्ट के नए कप्तान जो हैं चुन लिए गए हैं, उन्हें चूज कर लिया गया है। लगातार हम आपको ब्रेकिंग न्यूज बता रहे हैं इस वक्त की। टीम में वॉशिंगटन सुंदर, बुमराह हैं। आकाशदीप को एक जगह मिल गई है। नीतीश कुमार रेड्डी को एक जगह मिल गई है। लगातार तस्वीरों के माध्यम से हम आपको दिखा रहे हैं। तो टीम में वॉशिंगटन सुंदर, बुमराह, सिराज शामिल।
And Dhruv Jural was selected, who the world had seen. They were taken to Australia where he did not get a chance. Same with, of course, there a couple of more examples I can give. But this is the thinking behind the best performer. In the case of merit and performance, can say.
I mean, look, these 8 tours are now just before the tour. So sometimes when you are 6 or 7 guys from your test squad are going to go on the day tour, it becomes difficult to then. There is, I mean, unfortunately, we can't take 50 people. You know, it's. I mean, Karuna is a performer in Ranji Trophy, right? So he's part of that. There's a Jaiswal, there's a Dhruv Jurel, who's already part of that A team, who are going to be in the test team. So someone's bound to miss out. It was unfortunate. Even in Australia, when he went, I understand he didn't get a chance. But then KL Rahul went because he needed some game time before the test series. Yeah, but only 11 can play. So someone will have to sit out at point, at some stage. You know, it's. I wish we could play 18, but we can't. Now, if you start picking on players through the history, there will be about 1 million players who missed out. It's not intentional that you're keeping somebody out. But you're trying to pick the best possible players for that particular game or that series that you want to. And someone's going to miss out, like I say. Now, if you keep picking on names, it is never going to be a conversation starter anywhere, because there'll always be, even when we pick 18, there's somebody who's missing out. Do those 18 guys who've been picked not deserve to be there? That's the question you need to answer.
Yeah, Ajit, the fifth test match was the first week of January. Kohli and Rohit retired about 4 months later. Do you think any selection committee will be comfortable with senior players taking calls, with your vote to selected team for a 5-test series? I think they had an idea that they're not going to be going this way. Hates that they're not going to be picked.
They were not going to be picked?
Yeah.
I don't know. You might know, because I don't. Because again, retirement, playing not.
Senior players taking calls, just before the team was going to be selected. 4 months gap after the last one.
I mean, when somebody takes a call, is not up to me. Eventually, like I said, they reached out and I had a conversation with them. So whether somebody decides to retire or doesn't decide to retire, it's a personal call. Even if you're going to pick someone or not pick somebody, you're not going to ask that guy to retire. It's a personal call. And
you have been better positioned to form a team, call it come much earlier.
I mean, I don't know whether we would have been in a better position. It's, you're still, it's a new WTC cycle. So you're looking at all sorts of scenarios over the next 2 years. What is going to help build a team leading up to that, WTC final. So, look, I mean, again, it's a personal call. So when somebody calls it or doesn't call, it's not up to us. Yeah. Again, like I said, just all we need to do is show them a little bit more respect and move on. It's an opportunity for somebody else, and that's our job eventually to pick someone else when someone finishes. So, whether we would have been in a better position or not, it doesn't really matter. These two guys are big players were big players for us in Test cricket, and those are going to be big holes to fill. So at the moment, that is a bigger concern.
Just before we take the next question, request to photographers to not move around too much. Just station yourself at one position, please. Kundaji.
What was the discussion there in picking a left-arm pacer? I mean, Ashik is there, so did he get an advantage just because of that? There is a little bit of variety as he's a left-arm.
Yeah, that, and he's a quality bowler. I think he's had a little bit of taste of county cricket as well. Obviously plays every game that is available in domestic cricket. So we've watched him, tall guy again. Hopefully, with the Duke ball. Like you said, there's variety, but there's also a body of work in the red ball cricket. And he's been in decent form over the last couple of years. So, someone once they've played in those conditions know it well. The ball, it's just a quality bowler. There's no other reason here. And we've needed 5 seamers to go. I mean, obviously, Booms is unlikely to play all 5 test matches. So we needed adequate cover. This provides us with a little bit of variety as well. So, no, he's more because he's a quality bowler.
Starting last few questions.
अजित विजयसाठी हिंदी मला खरं तर तू उत्तर दिलेस, पण मला मराठीचं उत्तर द्यायला असेल. काय आव्हानं होती ही टीम निवडताना, कारण खूप ट्रान्झिशन पाहायला मिळत आहेत आणि गिल हा एकच ऑप्शन होता का या निवडीसाठी करणार?
I mean, honestly, आम्ही युनॅनिमस होतो त्या डिसिजनवर. एकच ऑप्शन सगळे ऑप्शन्स तुम्ही बघता की यू स्टिल लुक ॲट ऑल ऑफ पॉसिबल ऑप्शन्स की आहेत का दुसरे कॅन्डिडेट्स, कारण इट्स अ बिग जॉब, इट्स अ बिग ट्रान्झिशन, 2 of your big players retiring. So, but we are all confident that he's the guy to take us forward, and hopefully in time that proves it. So, no, I think he's a terrific player, and like I said, we're all very hopeful.
Hi. Shubman wasn't in 2 of tests, because in Australia tour. His batting has been kind of up and down. Does the captaincy add to his workload? How do you kind of have that conversation with him?
Yeah, I think one of the tests he was injured in Australia. I think the first test he had broken a finger, so he didn't play. Otherwise, he would have played. But you can look at it as a burden. You can look at it positively. That it could inspire him to do better. You know, at the moment, from what we are looking, and be it in franchise cricket, you can see that he is relishing the role. This is obviously going to be a lot harder, but those are the challenges you face playing international cricket here. And he's been around now for what, 2 or 3 years in all formats really. So that experience, I'm sure he can fall back on, and there are guys around in the team. The coach is there to help him as well. So no, I think I'm sure he's relishing the opportunity. I mean, who wouldn't want to captain India in Test cricket? So I'm sure he's looking at it positively with chats that I've had. And there will be pressure, there's no doubt. There won't be any going away from it. But hopefully that inspires him to do better.
Hello sir, 2 questions. Shreyas Iyer had a phenomenal one day also. And also the Shardul Thakur is picked more as a bowling all-rounder and Nitish Reddy more as a batting all-rounder in the team.
Shreyas Iyer had a good one-day series.
Champions Trophy overall.
Yeah, he's played well in domestic cricket as well. But at the moment, there's no room. I mean, if he keeps doing well, I'm sure he'll find a spot back in Test cricket at some stage. Shardul, yeah, he's a bowling all-rounder, obviously. With the way sometimes the team structured, the 11 structured, so you need that seam bowling option who can bat a bit. And Nitish Reddy obviously showed what he can do with the bat. He's going on the A-team tour as well, so he'll get some bowling under his belt hopefully. But he's a young player who's obviously impressed with the bat and who can bowl. So if the conditions demand, again, it'll depend on what the team management thinks at that point. But yeah, he's a batting all-rounder at this point. Hopefully his bowling keeps coming on as well.
Take the last 2 questions.
Just specific to playing conditions in England, like Shubman is a bit congested over there. So, like, there was a thought that this school was more important for him as a batsman. So, just like what gave you that confidence that in terms of batting, he will be sorted?
I mean, just because he's a terrific player, he's played 1 test in England, so everyone's going to be tested in England. I don't think any batsman is going to feel at home like it was in Australia. I mean, these are tough places to tour. So, but we have the confidence that he's got the goods. And like I said, it's a massive transition. You know, Rohit's been around for a while now. Before that, Virat's been around. So